Well, hello and welcome to another episode of Kuma's Kitchen. And tonight, well, what I've got here, I'll call this Korean Bulgogi pasta. Now, a little backstory to that. When I was first here in Japan, I was on a tourist visa for quite a long time, and I would have to go out to Seoul and fly back to Japan just to renew my tourist visa. Did that for about 2 years, and I'd spent a lot of time in Seoul, just overnighting there. And I loved the bulgogi. I'd have that. There's this little hotel I stayed at. They served it up there. It was so good. So, the other day, this idea came. What about with pasta? Well, usually it's done with strips of meat, and I thought with pasta, hamburger would be better, especially the fusilli. It goes all in throughout. Oh, and what smelled great was cooking. Let's see what it's like now. Oh yeah. Oh. Well, that's good. I was wondering what I'd, me and pasta, I like Parmesan in there. I was like, I wonder if I'd put Parmesan. No, this doesn't need Parmesan. Good just the way it is. Oh, look at that. Well, that's perfect. All right. Can't stop. All right. Yeah, that is great. Let's go to the kitchen and make that right now. So first thing we're going to do to make this dish is make up the marinade and marinate the meat. So I've got here is the marinade ingredients and the meat itself, and I've got across the front 2 cloves of garlic crushed, 2 tablespoons of my favorite unrefined cane sugar, or any brown or blonde sugar would be good for this, 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of sake. Well, actually here in Japan we call this nihonshu, Japanese alcohol. But sake in the rest of the world, that's just a basic sake. It's one that's made here out by Kobe. And this here is a 1/4 of an apple grated. And then here I've got 8 ounces or 230 grams of ground meat. That's my favorite. It's a mixture of pork and beef. So I'm going to take a bowl here. Notice I'm using a metal bowl, not my plastic bowl. I'm afraid that the plastic bowl might get discolored, and I don't want that happening. So I'm going to use a metal bowl or a ceramic bowl for this. Okay, in goes the apple. In goes the garlic. In goes the sugar. Soy sauce. And the sake. Alright. Now, just gonna mix that up together. And then put the meat in there. Then you could do this with thinly sliced pork too if you want, instead of hamburger, although I find that the hamburger is going to work its way nicely into the pasta and all. But for other times you could do it that way to make a bulgogi. Just let it marinate longer than you would with hamburger. Hamburger, of course, is not going to need quite as long to marinate because it's going to get in there real easy, isn't it? Alright, so get this all mixed together. I want to throw out the meat. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to cover this and let it sit for an hour. A little under an hour is fine too. 3/4 an hour to an hour, and all that flavor have worked into the meat. And I'll see you back then. We're going to add some more ingredients and cook up our pasta. See you then. Alright, so that's been sitting there marinating. Take that cover off now. Looking good. Alright, the other ingredients. What's going to go in here is, well, I've got a 1/2 of an onion finely chopped. I want to cut it real fine because remember we got fusilli. We kind of want to get into the little ridges and stuff there. We're using something else like macaroni or penne or even spaghetti. The finer it is, the more it's going to spread out nicely. I've got here is 1 tablespoon of sesame oil. That's what gives that distinctive flavor. So it's like that. It's like a little bottle like that. It's got a good dark color to it. Beautiful stuff. sesame oil, and sesame seeds, a tablespoon of sesame seeds. Yes, I like sesame seeds. So this is one of the things that everybody calls for it, and great. Now you could, if you don't want a full tablespoon, half a tablespoon is fine too, but I like to go to full tablespoon. And then here, I've got 8 ounces or 230 grams of fusilli pasta. So we're going to cook that over there until al dente. So we want that to be al dente. Basically, package directions, check it, make sure it's just right. In the meantime, this here, we're going to get going. First off is the, let's put down a medium heat. We get that oil going in there. So let's see, we got there, about there. All right, going to get sesame oil into there. Okay, spread that around a little bit. That's heating up nicely. All right, now, in goes the onion. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cook the onion for about 5-6 minutes. Just want to soften it up a little bit before I add in the meat. At the same time, get that pasta going. All right, see you back here in a couple minutes. All right, so the onions are softened up a bit, so that means it's time to get that marinated meat in there. Make sure you get all that goodness in there. All right, now just break it up, mix it up with the onions, keep cooking it. Well, make sure you keep breaking it up. You don't want lumps of meat, you want little pieces of meat. So you gotta, as it's cooking, go around, stirring it, chop it into those onions, break it up any lumps of meat until you got a nice mixture here. All right, I'm gonna do this for about 10-12 minutes. All right, that's nicely browned. What I've been doing is just, see, you want to go through and just chop it up. So it's kind of like this as you go along. Just kind of chop, 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 chop. Break up in little pieces. Anything you see, you don't want big pieces in there. You want chop, 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 chop like that. Look at that. Oh, look at that color in there. The smell in here is so good. All right, so now we got the final stage here. And this is where we're going to put in a little bit of sauce. So what I've got is a couple more ingredients here. So the sesame seeds still waiting over there. All right, there's a 1/4 cup of water, 2 tablespoons of sake, 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, and 2 teaspoons of katekuriko. Cornstarch, that's the word in English. All right, yeah, I've looked here too long. All right, so, oh, I know. I need something to stir that with. Wait. Yeah, my trusty old friend. All right, so I'm gonna, first of all, I want to dissolve the cornstarch in the water. So let's get that all in there. Get it well dissolved. No more lumps. Looking good. All right, I'm just going to add in the sake and the soy sauce. There we go. Look at that. All in one glass. Really easy to do. Give that a quick stir. And then drizzle that in there. Oh, it's that sizzle. Alright. This should thicken up real quick. So just a quick stir, stir, stir. And off the heat we go. It's really quick. You gotta be real fast in this. You don't need to sit around. Just get it together. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, that's so good. Alright. Now what I've done over here is I've drained the fusilli. So it's just sitting here in the pot right now. Stir that up. Alright. And all I'm going to do is just add this straight into here. And easy to mix in here. There we go. Get that all in there. Let's bring that over to here. You can see it better. Alright. And then toss and turn, toss and turn. Get that all throughout that fusilli. That's going to be good. It's smelling great. Alright, so as we're tossing it, just getting it all through there. Alright. And once it looks like it's basically all come together, in goes the sesame seeds. Sprinkle them around. Stir that around. And that's it. Korean Bulgogi pasta. Dinner tonight. Alright, if you like this little Korean Italian fusion dish, well, stick around. Check out some more recipes here on Kuma's Kitchen. Also, make sure that you are subscribed and you hit that notification bell so you keep hearing about other cool things that come out. You never know what gonna come out next week. Alright, now go. Make this and make cooking fun again with Kuma's Kitchen. And by the way, if you're having a lot of fun with Kuma's Kitchen, well, do consider becoming a patron. Patreon.com. It's very easy to use. The link's down below. And I'd love to have you on as a patron. It helps to make sure that we can keep cooking these fantastic dishes here in this kitchen. All right, go. Make cooking fun again with Kuma's Kitchen.